you might be wondering what caused this. I'm gonna say it's a lot deeper than you may initially think, and this was a topic I actually got bored enough to do some research into. So like, I was reading stuff on Reddit. I was scouring the deep dark web of random off-brand articles begging me to turn off my ad block for them to make a tenth of their penny, so that I could get like the scientific reasoning behind all this. Like, I don't know. The point is, I looked into all this for a reason, because it was just a topic that my friend brought up to me, and I was like, hey, well, what could this mean? So I guess I'm just gonna get right into it. The first reason you may feel this way is, all right. I'm gonna use quarantine as the main topic here, just so this is a lot easier to explain, because I'm sure that all of us, no matter how old we are, unless we have some toddlers in the building, you should comment your age. I'm actually curious who's here tuning into this. But anyway, I'm gonna be using quarantine as the main example for this. So when you think of quarantine, you probably think of a very, very boring phase of your life that went on way too long. You may think of going on Zoom, being on half a heart, jumping into your Zoom meeting and falling asleep halfway through with your camera off. At least that's what I did. It was a fun time, but at the same time, like, it was my worst. It was my lowest. I was getting like 3 hours of sleep because I would just stay up doing random stuff. But that's besides the point. So the first thing that I learned from these cursed articles and whatever is that time scientifically goes faster. Give me a second. Time scientifically goes by faster when every day is the same. So like, say you're living the same lifestyle every day. You're not really going outside, because let's be real, none of us went outside during quarantine. We didn't have any motivation to. We weren't hanging out with friends. We weren't making any new experiences. We weren't, working on anything really. We were just kind of living our life from it's like we were living in third person, I'd like to say. So I guess we were living our own lives from the outside. So that kind of probably made it feel like it went by way faster than it actually did. So, yeah. And also, the next point I want to bring up is this is one that actually had a study behind it, and I found this really interesting because it actually makes sense, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys are going to be able to link this to your lives as well. But time scientifically goes by faster, like it gets perceived as longer when a memory is more emotional. So like, if you're with if you're doing something that makes you super sad, or you're doing something that makes you super happy or fulfilled, or say you succeed in something, say you let's use YouTube as an example again, like I did in my last video. Let's say you hit your goal of 5,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel, and you remember the whole grind. You remember maybe one day where a video got like 15,000, 20,000 views in one day, which is not a lot, but like if you remember that, and that's like your that's what really like locks into your mind, then it's going to be a lot more long to remember. But during quarantine, the issue was none of us were doing anything. None of us were really, turning up, as they would say. We weren't actually going for any, I'm just speaking for myself. I don't know about any of my viewers out there, but for me personally, I was not doing anything during quarantine, and all of that added up and made that go by really fast. So it feels like I lost a couple years of my life. I stayed online in high school for like a year or two after. So let me think. Let me do some basic math. That's like 4.5 years. It's crazy to look back at it and realize that much of my life has just been kind of, I guess you say, wasted away. But at the same time, I don't really regret it, because it was fun. It was kind of peak life at the same time. We got to hang out with our friends, and those are the best memories. Sitting there in Discord calls, just talking to our friends, just having a good time. It was fun. I really can't hate on it, and I'm glad that it happened. But I want to know all your opinions. Do you guys regret quarantine? Because myself, I certainly don't, and I think that it was the time of my life, I guess. But at the same time, I'm a lot happier that it's over now, and that I'm living my own healthy, steady, social life, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's about it. Let me know, guys. See ya.